Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me, they the ones stir.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got Byron Murphy. He had no picks a week ago, but plenty of stops. 9 of them to be exact. It's the Cardinals and the Jaguars, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Murray off play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Able to slither by. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Murray so complete there to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Official. the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Jaguars at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving.
number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
18 Rebels.
Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Number 34 on the carry. Brought down back into the 14-yard line.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet, because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to run now. 20. Jukes by again. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Hubbard trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2?
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9 now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, man, Franco.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. That's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And down he goes. Let's sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Check mash, check mash.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Seven Pirates, 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Slot man moves right.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther. Hey, check that, street.
Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Hurt.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go down, a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
50 Bobcat.
Second down and inches. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger.
Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but before that turns at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 92 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. His first career touchdown pass, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Murray now on 1st down. Able to get this one to McBride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch it up as the 3rd quarter has gone. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go play action here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side-eye.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
There's never a good play.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
18, pioneers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the jump. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. This time, he uses quickness to make a play.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your.
Now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Right back to him on 1st down. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this